I achieved a world's first with a drone at Festival du Voyageur 2024. Even though I was the official photographer for Festival for 10 years between 2008 and 2018, I just now have a new world's first with this FPV at FDV. The question is, although I'm a great cinematic drone pilot and photographer, I'm really new to FPV, so how many times am I going to crash in order to get some great footage at this year's muddiest ever Festival du Voyageur? Hit the like button for a world's first and subscribe to my channel for more drone and festival content. Sorry about my voice, apparently I yelled way too much at a Jets game, but I'm really proud of this world's first FPV flight at Festival du Voyageur. For anybody who isn't familiar, FPV refers to a first-person view drone. It's a different type of drone which is more like an extremely fast and nimble dirt bike as opposed to the cinematic drones which are like Cadillacs, smooth and steady, that I normally fly. With FPV, you wear goggles that look like a VR headset and stay in the same place while you fly the drone quickly around an area. Since they don't make parachutes for FPV and you can't legally or safely fly around a whole venue low to the ground when there are hundreds of people on site, I knew there was a very limited amount of time during Festival's 10-day run that I could actually make this flight happen. So after consulting with Festival and making sure all the safety, insurance, and timing was in place, I still had a ton of stuff to do to make this happen. The most important thing with an FPV flight is to have a VO, or a visual observer. That's a person that needs to watch your drone as it's moving around because you are wearing goggles and can't see it. For convenience, I normally use a friend or my mom because as a VO, she has hawk eyes. But even though my mom walks about 5 kilometers a day 5 times a week, her Achilles heel is cold. As we would be standing outside, almost motionless for a couple of hours at a time, she couldn't help me on this one, so I contacted my buddy Sydney, who's also a licensed drone pilot and has tons of VO hours behind their belt. After securing my VO, I had to plan. I had to charge a plethora of batteries for the drone, headset, controller, more drones, even more drones, behind the scene cameras, and more. One of the hardest things with an FPV drone flight is to make sure you have a good line. The line is kind of the way that you move around an area, and that's what makes the actual flight exciting. Unfortunately, at Festival this year, there were fewer snow sculptures that would be fun to fly through. However, the advantage of the drone flight is if you can't make it to Festival this year, you won't have to get your feet muddy, and you'll be able to still take in and get a great idea of what it was like all around the park. All of that planning and effort I put into executing this world's first FPV flight at Festival made it work out extremely well. I was really happy with this particular line that you're watching now. It's just really a one-shot around the whole park. I feel it shows off the park really well, and that's the advantage of a drone flight around something like Festival. You get to visualize a larger area really quickly and dynamically. Now, I did actually end up crashing once while I was performing a crazy maneuver, but I'll save that for another video. I already have another video that I'm working on where I fly inside the tents and cabins and then outside, so you're definitely going to want to subscribe to my channel for that if you haven't already. Please also don't forget to hit like on the video because this is a world's first that I put a lot of effort into. Huge thanks to everyone at Festival, especially Chantal and Colin, who always make coordinating something like this easy. Thanks a ton for watching. Don't forget to check out the next one.